Planning a trip to Ecuador? Be prepared. This stunningly diverse country has a few surprises that can catch you off guard. From not acclimating to the high altitudes, to underestimating the power of Ecuador's varied weather, or skipping the importance of sustainable tourism, these are some of the biggest mistakes tourists make when visiting this incredible destination. Stick around, because we are about to show what you need to know before traveling to Ecuador and make the most out of your trip, without any travel headaches. Ecuador may be small in size, but it's big on diversity. The country is divided into 4 distinct regions: the Amazon rainforest, home to incredible biodiversity; the Andean highlands, where you will find colonial cities and towering volcanoes; the Pacific coast, famous for its beaches and seafood; and the world-renowned Galapagos Islands, a living museum of evolution. Speaking of regions, it's important to note that the weather can vary drastically across the country. In the highlands, expect mild, spring-like conditions year-round, but remember that nights can get chilly. The coast is warm and humid, perfect for beach lovers. The Amazon is hot and humid with frequent rain showers, while the Galapagos Islands enjoy a warm, dry climate. Packing for Ecuador means being ready for all 4 seasons in a single trip. To navigate these weather changes comfortably, it's crucial to know how to pack. If you're visiting the Andes, including cities like Quito or Cuenca, be prepared for cooler, spring-like temperatures year-round. It's important to pack layers, a light sweater or fleece for the day, and a warm jacket for chilly nights. Comfortable walking shoes or hiking boots are a must if you plan to explore the region's mountains and volcanoes. For the Amazon, expect hot, humid, and rainy conditions. Lightweight, quick-drying clothing is essential, along with a waterproof jacket and mosquito repellent. Long sleeves and pants will help protect you from insects. A pair of waterproof shoes or sandals will also come in handy for jungle excursions. On the Pacific coast, where the climate is tropical, pack light, breathable clothing, sunscreen, and a swimsuit for beach days. The coastal region can get hot, so sun protection is key. In the Galapagos Islands, you will need light, comfortable clothing for the warm weather, along with snorkeling gear if you plan to explore the underwater life. Also, pack sturdy shoes for hiking on volcanic terrain and a hat for sun protection. No matter where you go, don't forget to bring sunscreen and a reusable water bottle. The equatorial sun is strong throughout the country. Now, if you're heading to the highlands, there is one more thing to keep in mind. In Ecuador's high-altitude cities like Quito, that is over 9,000 feet, the air is thin and altitude sickness is a real concern. Symptoms can include headaches, nausea, and fatigue. To combat this, take it easy on your first few days. Stay hydrated and avoid alcohol. Some travelers find chewing coca leaves or drinking coca tea helpful, a traditional remedy used by Indian locals. Now let's talk money. Did you know Ecuador uses the US dollar? Ecuador adopted the US dollar as its official currency, making transactions easier for American visitors. However, coins are often Ecuadorian centavos, so don't be surprised by unfamiliar coins. Make sure to carry small bills and change, especially in rural areas where larger bills might not be accepted. Next up, let's cover some important safety tips to ensure a smooth trip. Ecuador is generally safe, but like any destination, it's important to stay vigilant. Petty crime, such as pickpocketing, can occur in crowded areas, especially in larger cities like Quito and Guayaquil. Keep your belongings secure, avoid displaying valuables, and be cautious when using ATMs. In rural areas, the pace of life is slower and crime rates are lower, but it's still wise to be cautious. Speaking of safety, here's something you shouldn't do. Drink the tap water. In Ecuador, tap water is generally not safe to drink. as it may contain harmful bacteria or parasites. It's recommended to stick to bottled water or use water purification tablets when traveling throughout the country. Be cautious when brushing your teeth or consuming drinks with ice made from tap water. The one exception is Cuenca, where the water treatment system meets international standards, making tap water safe to drink. For the rest of Ecuador, relying on bottled or purified water is essential to avoid potential health issues. Now, let's move on to Ecuador's incredible biodiversity. In the Amazon, you might spot jaguars, pink dolphins, and countless species of birds. The Andes are home to the Andean condor and spectacled bears, while the Galapagos Islands offer a unique opportunity to see species like the giant tortoise and marine iguanas in their natural habitat. Remember to respect wildlife and maintain a safe distance to protect these incredible creatures. Speaking of biodiversity, you can't miss the world-famous Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos Islands are a bucket list destination for nature lovers and those interested in evolution. Due to their remote location and protected status, visiting the Galapagos requires careful planning. Permits, guided tours, and sometimes higher costs are involved, but the experience is unmatched. Snorkeling with sea lions, observing giant turtles, and walking among colonies of blue-footed boobies are just a few of the unforgettable experiences you will have here. Back on the mainland, make sure you explore Quito's beautiful historic center. Quito's Historic Center, an UNESCO World Heritage Site, is one of the best preserved colonial cities in the world. Here, you can stroll through cobblestone streets lined with centuries-old churches, monasteries, and mansions. Don't skip El Panecillo, a famous hill in Quito, offering stunning panoramic views of the city. At its peak stands the Virgin of El Panecillo, a large statue of the Virgin Mary with wings. It's a popular spot for both tourists and locals to enjoy Quito's skyline and surrounding landscapes. While you are in Quito, a visit to the Mitad del Mundo is a must. The Mitad del Mundo, or Middle of the World, is one of Ecuador's most famous landmarks and a must-visit for travelers. Located just 26 kilometers north of the capital city Quito, this monument marks the approximate location of the equator, where the Earth is divided into the northern and southern hemispheres. The centerpiece of Mitad del Mundo is a 30-meter-tall monument, crowned by a larger globe, which was constructed to honor the 18th century French geodesic mission that came to Ecuador to study the shape of the Earth. Surrounding the monument is a museum that explores Ecuador's indigenous cultures and the scientific significance of the equator. Although modern GPS technology has shown that the actual equator line is a few hundred meters away from the monument, the experience remains a fun and educational way to learn about the Earth's geography. Just a short distance away is the Intiñán Museum, which claims to sit directly on the true equator line, offering more interactive exhibits and experiments about the physical forces at play on the equator. Together, these sites make for a unique and memorable experience when visiting Ecuador. Now, here is a fun fact about Ecuador that might surprise you. Contrary to popular belief, Panama hats don't originate from Panama, but are actually a proud product of Ecuador. These finely woven straw hats, known for their lightweight feel and elegant design, have been made by Ecuadorian artisans for centuries, particularly in the coastal regions of Montecristi and Cuenca. The misnomer Panama hat originated in the 19th century when the hats were exported to Panama before being shipped to other parts of the world. During the construction of the Panama Canal in the early 1900s, laborers wore these breathable hats to protect themselves from the intense sun, further associating them with Panama. The hat gained global fame when Theodore Roosevelt was photographed wearing one during his visit to the canal, cementing its misleading name in history. These hats are crafted from the toquilla palm, a native plant of Ecuador. The process of making a genuine Panama hat is labor-intensive, with skilled artisans spending weeks or even months hand-weaving the finest hats. Now, let's talk about how to get around Ecuador efficiently. Getting around Ecuador is an adventure in itself. The bus system is extensive and affordable, making it the go-to option for most travelers. However, bus rides, especially in the highlands, can be long and winding, so if you are prone to motion sickness, pack accordingly. In cities like Quito, the trolley bus and taxi services are convenient. For exploring the Galapagos or remote areas, small planes or boats are often necessary. Always confirm fares in advance and consider hiring a guide for more remote excursions. While traveling, take time to learn about Ecuador's rich history. Ecuador's history is rich and multifaceted, with influences from pre-Columbian civilizations, the Inca Empire, and Spanish colonization. Visiting Capirca, the country's most significant Inca site, or explore the museums in Quito to delve into Ecuador's past. Participating in local festivals, many of which have roots in indigenous traditions, offers a deeper understanding of the country's cultural heritage. From the struggle for independence to the current day, Ecuador's history is alive in its people, architecture, and traditions. And now, a quick tip for navigating Ecuador's bathrooms. When visiting Ecuador, one important thing to remember is not to throw toilet paper in the toilet. The plumbing systems are not designed to handle paper waste. Flushing toilet paper can lead to clogged pipes and plumbing issues. Instead, you will often find a small waste bin next to the toilet, where used toilet paper should be discarded. This is a common practice throughout Ecuador and many other countries in Latin America. Lastly, a golden rule for travel in Ecuador: respect nature and local communities. This means leaving no trace in nature, respecting wildlife by keeping a safe distance, and honoring local customs and traditions. When visiting indigenous communities, ask for permission before taking photos. Support local economies by purchasing crafts directly from artisans, and be mindful of the impact your visit has on the environment. With these insights in mind, you are now ready to embark on your Ecuadorian adventure. Whether you are exploring ancient ruins, hiking through cloud forests, or relaxing on a tropical beach, Ecuador is sure to leave you with unforgettable memories. Thanks for watching.